So today I am filming part 2 of my basic beginner gym workout. I'm doing strength training to maintain my muscles, and why that's important is because your muscles fuel your metabolism. So as we get older, we naturally lose muscle every year, and the more muscle you lose, the slower your metabolism. So if you can hold on to your muscles, you can hold on to your metabolism a little bit too. And you'll be stronger. Everything gets easier when you've got the strength to do it. So maintaining your muscle is really important, and the best way to do that is through strength training. Now, yesterday I filmed a video on my upper body workout, which I do twice a week. I do it on Mondays, and then I do it again on Thursdays. And today I'm filming my leg workout, which I do on Tuesdays and Fridays. I take Wednesday completely off because I've been away from the gym for over a year, and so my muscles are getting back used to it. Now, once it becomes easy for me to do that, I may switch to 3 leg workouts a day, and I'll do those Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then I'll do my arm workouts on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I still will take off Saturday and Sunday. I just don't like working out on the weekends, and 5 days is plenty. I will also, when I go into the gym, I will try to film some of it, as long as people aren't bothered by it. I don't know if they allow filming in there. I got away with it yesterday, but I was kind of stealthy about it. So we'll see how it goes today. If not, I'll have infographics that show you the machines that I use and the some tips on how to use them, because I know not everybody has gone to the gym their whole life. And I've got some clients that I was talking to about it, and they were like, well, how do you know how to use the machines? And there's a couple things you can do if you're new to the gym and you don't know what you're doing. They'll always help you. I've never been to a gym where they didn't have staff that was more than happy to show you how to work things. There's also so many videos online on YouTube that show you the proper form and the proper way to use the machines. They're actually really easy to use. Sometimes I use free weights, but on these 2 videos, because I was trying to film something for beginners, I thought, the machines are the most beginner friendly. They're the hardest to mess up. Now, if you use too much weight, you can still get hurt, so you do need to exercise caution. But my method of working out is actually really easy. What I do is I try to lift the heaviest weight that I can 12 times. If I can't lift it 12 times, then I lower the weight. If I can easily do it 12 times, and I could probably do it 15 or 20, then I increase the weight. And there's kind of a balancing act there. So I'm working to do all the reps, but I'm not risking injury. And I'm also going slow and steady and very deliberately in each direction. So when I'm pulling down, I'm breathing out and I'm going slow. And the reason I do that is because if you slow down the movement in each direction, whether you're pulling or releasing, you're getting the maximum benefit from that weight, because your muscles are working the whole time. If you jerk or you kick out fast or you kind of slam the weights around, you're not getting the full benefit of the movement. And so that's why slow and steady wins the race. I'll also do 2 to 3 sets. When I'm first starting out, I'll probably only do 2 sets, and I kind of gauge it by how sore I am the next day. If I'm real sore, then I'm only going to do 2 sets, because when you're first working your muscles and they haven't been worked in this way, in a really long time or ever, you can get some pretty severe muscle soreness. So take it slow in the beginning. And when I do an arm workout on Monday and I don't work out again until Thursday, that gives me Tuesday and Wednesday. It gives me 2 rest days. And I do that on purpose in the beginning because it gives my muscles time to recover. And if you don't want to work out the same muscle group 2 days in a row, but if you're still sore when it's time to work out again, like if I were still sore on Thursday, I might not even work out till Friday. You want to wait until some of that soreness has gone away, because that's your signal that your muscles are ready again. And you build muscle during the recovery phase. So the rest days are just as important as the workout days. Now, the workout days without the rest days won't yield results. And rest days without workout days won't yield results. So they're both really important. So make sure you get your rest days in. Don't work out your arms or your legs or any body part over and over again, day after day. I'll do 10 to 12 reps, and I'll do 2 to 3 sets. And I gauge by how my body feels. So you may be in the beginning, especially, you may be increasing the weight every workout. And then there will be times when you just can't lift any more weight and you may plateau. And that's all normal. You won't see results right away. Like, you won't go to the gym and 2 weeks later you're like, wow, look at my big muscles. It just doesn't work that way. Muscle building takes months and months of work. It's a very, very slow process. And over 50 into your 60s, building muscle gets really hard. Your body's just not geared for it at that point. Your hormones work against you. Your diet probably works against you. You have to eat a ton of protein to build muscle. So, don't worry about bulking up. It's almost impossible for a woman over 50, especially one who's gone through menopause, to bulk up, period. Like, you'd have to be on steroids and drugs and really be cheating the system to be able to do that. And most women that are bulked up over their 50s, that like the bodybuilders, they've been lifting their whole lives, and a lot of them are on steroids. So don't worry about the myth of, if you lift heavy weights, you'll get big. You won't. You just won't. That's a myth. I have guy friends that think they know everything and tried to tell me, oh, you just need to do a lot of reps and a lot of cardio. And that is what they told women in the 80s. But we're in the 2025s now. So, 45 years later, the myths that they told women about, high cardio and high reps, all that does is it's a heart workout. That's all it is. If you do high reps at the gym, you're doing a cardio workout. You're not doing strength training. To do strength training, you have to lift heavy. You have to lift as heavy as you can, over and over again, over and over and over again. So, and that's the only way you're going to build any type of strength. One nice thing is you don't lose muscle as fast as you think. If you're eating well, I'll give you a anecdotal personal story. I had brain surgery a year ago in March of 2024. Yeah, 2024 March, I had brain surgery. And my doctor told me I wasn't allowed to lift weights. And he didn't clear me for a year. And I thought I would have lost a lot of strength because I knew what I was lifting on these different machines. And I came back and I'm within 5 or 10 pounds of everything I was lifting before. And I hadn't worked out in over a year. So you don't lose muscle as fast as everybody claims you do. Now, if you're crash dieting and you're not eating very well and you're eating a lot of junk, you're going to lose muscle faster. But I digress. I'm getting off topic. And so it's time to go back to the gym. So let's go on in. When I'm doing a leg workout, I like to start with the leg press. And the reason for this is because it's a nice exercise that works the majority of your legs. It focuses on your quads and your glutes, but depending on where you put your feet and how far out you stretch, you can work a lot more muscles. I never do calf raises because you can do calf raises on this machine. And if you put your feet up higher on the pad, it'll work different areas on your legs. So you can either try a couple different positions. You can do a wider stance. You can do your toes pointed out. You can do your toes pointed in, and you can do your toes up high or down low. The next one that I like to do is this leg curl machine. And the leg curl machine works your glutes and your hamstrings. And this is a nice balanced workout because the next one that I'm going to do is the leg extensions. And the leg extensions work the muscles on the opposite side of your leg. They work the tops of your thighs, the quadriceps. And the leg extensions will give you a nice toned upper thigh. I hope this helps someone, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.